Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmines with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. At all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Good morning all. Happy Friday to all. Hope you're all well. Are you cut your jam? Yeah, stream has to start, Hope you're all well, hope everyone is doing good. And yeah, let's get into it. See how all systems go. Make sure all is good, all looks good, all looks good. Good morning. Alright, so let's have a look what we got going on for today. Do the analysis and get into it. So start off here with the calendar, of course. Today is going to be Friday. Pretty clean day, to be honest. Nothing really we need to worry about. Just going to refresh my calendar so we can get all the data and everything from unemployment claims and everything. So unemployment claims pretty much came back yesterday just as, I would say, as expected. A little bit higher, you know, a couple of numbers higher. So, but nothing too major. But, you know, obviously creeping up here. Better than last month, which is important, right? Better that it was better than last month, so that is important. So yeah, that's how it is. Someone already typing in the chat, let's not talk, just trade. So good morning to you, brother. Hope you've hope you're okay. And yeah, you know, looking at today, clean day pretty much on the calendar. Nothing we really need to worry about except for FOMC member. I think that's a little bit that's a little bit important here. Even though they put an orange folder, I do see that as, you know, we could have some speeches that impact price, but that's not till after NYSE open, pretty late in the day here. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the analysis here. Start off on the daily time frame. So yesterday daily actually was a very nice opportunity to hold, you know, some runners yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do my full analysis here. So since I didn't get a chance to do my full analysis, obviously I didn't realize where we were. But if we look at market positioning, we're literally exactly in that spot yesterday where I basically held my trade. So that 30-minute close above, put stop below the range. That's your swing trade for the day, and literally repeat the exact same trade I took on Monday as a swing, you know. 50 pip or below here is fine actually. 45 pip stop for 169 pip target, same swing. So that's definitely something I overlooked, but obviously I didn't get to do any analysis. Is why it's important to do analysis. But still managed, we got a nice little scalp there, so we still managed to maximize this move, so you don't feel like crap. But now we're basically reaching the top of the range here. So if you start off on daily time frame, where we're getting close to the top of the range. This previous daily, nice liquidity grab, closing bullish here, but we're about from the top of the range. Let's see, from break of daily high, we're about 48 pips here, so getting close to the top quadrant. Now if we look at this retracing that whole move down, it's pretty scary for price to be retracing all of intervention moves. What makes me a little bit more comfortable is that USD JPY is still hovering at 155s. We're not back up at 157, 158, but we're getting there. We're creeping up slowly, so we just need to be careful. The higher we get here, the more likely they're going to start intervening again. They made it clear that they're not scared to do so, so that's something we just have to keep in mind. And yeah, and look at what else is going on. So as for daily time frame here, it does look like it wants to continue here. If we look at 4 hours, well, we do have a bullish session. 4 hours very close to 4 hour resistance right here. So if we bring back drawings, boom, we can see that we're very close to this 4 hour resistance right here. That would be max target for today. So if we're looking at a target perspective, the max target that we should look in this move is going to be 4 hour resistance, and then it's a question mark of do we get above, do we reject, etc. Since this is not inside of the range, since this is the top of the range, it's not like this first 4 hour resistance or some 4 hour resistance back here. This is the main resistance that gave the big push here. So if you look at this 4 hour resistance up here and you mark it something like this, this is what gave this massive push down, right? So this is going to be an important zone here. And if we look compared to this 4 hour resistance, we had range above this 4 hour resistance in here, whereas this 4 hour resistance, we don't have much range. And remember, this candle was caused by that big intervention dump we had. So that is something we need to be very cautious about, that we're buying the top of the range. So everyone is looking for price to replicate yesterday's move, where we could even have the opposite, where we see profit taking from these levels. Today is Friday, don't forget about that, is that we could see profit taking from this level. People start to close out some of their positions from this week, some of them holding into this, and we can see profit taking from these levels. So we have to be careful about that, keep that in mind, and it's something that you can't miss really. But in terms of lower time frame here, session trades, you have around 10 pips above this resistance here on the 15 to get to the 4 hour resistance. With a bit of volume, maybe you can get around a 12 pip move, 13 pip move. If price wants to just blast through it, it's just a question mark at the 4 hour resistance. But you definitely don't want to be buying at the 4 hour resistance, that's for sure. You don't want to if price just comes right up here to the 4 hour resistance, I wouldn't be buying. I'll be waiting for at least minimum supports above. I'll be waiting for supports above, just because it's one of our main targets. So I would like to see at least some sort of supports above, and then realistically above that, it's pretty clean. Albeit this move has come from an intervention move, but it's literally pretty clean above that. So if we were to get a breakout, I'd love to see support above. Remember, we did try back here to get above that and failed, right? So this is a zone that's known to fail at the moment. Now the only thing it hasn't done is get above that with what? With support. So if we see support above that, even if it's high volume time, seeing 5-minute supports to give us confidence, even like yesterday, remember when we had the same move yesterday, we were like, here's that big impulsive move, we want to see support formed. We waited for the high time frame close is an obvious one, but that's not going to happen in the session. That's going to happen after the session to get a higher time frame close. Will take time. You need like a 4 hour. No, 1 hour doesn't count, because there's no, it's not enough above a 4 hour. This is a 4 hour, it's not a 1 hour. So it's max target though, that's the thing. This is top of range, so you need a 4 hour closing above here to give you the confidence. Even 1 hour can fake out, but you would expect by the time the 1 hour is closing above, there should be some form of structure above that. I'd be surprised if there wasn't, and if it wasn't, then I don't trust it, right? So it's pretty similar to yesterday, where we had this kind of impulsive move here, structure form, and then close above. That's exactly what you want to see. So if you see that structure form and then close above, like we tap here, even if structures form below or above it, doesn't really matter, then you can look for that continuation, and you have a lot of room here. I think daily resistance is sitting just a little bit above that. Yeah, look, daily resistance you have, I think, even from 500 here, you have 34 pips. So, you know, you have some room here. You have some room, right? So that's basically the GJ analysis here. Obviously, nice continuation from yesterday, you know, and we'll see what ends up happening. Now, for sells today, I think we need a 4-hour candle closing a bearish here. Deep 4-hour candle closing bearish. Nothing suggests to me that sells make sense at the moment. If we look at this candle leaving the zone, if we get something similar, we could see, but I would expect it probably to go grab liquidity first before doing that. So that's why this zone and then this zone will look like a fake out zone, because you see something like that. And that's why I want the support above to give me the confidence that it's not going to just do that, fail, and then maybe consolidate, and then boom, look for upside. So we want to see some sort of rejection being made. Again, look at structure here. Everything is bullish in terms of structure. 1 hour is still holding high lows. 30-minute also still holding high lows. Very hard to take sells when everything is pointing up at the moment here. If you're taking counter trend sells below this low here, you know, this could end up being a fake out. It's just high risk, you know, but I mean, from the zone that we're at, it could work, but you know, it's kind of like, you can't really test this too much. How much do you have as a range? You know, you have around 16 pip range. Nothing, it's not a bad range, to be honest. But I would love to see, that would make sense if I were to see a liquidity grab first and then we get below here. That would allow me to counter trend sell this and take sells back towards the downside for next week to potentially try and go back towards the upside. But you don't want to be too quick to selling this at the moment, because if you've been trying to sell, like yesterday, I remember in YouTube chat, a lot of people were saying, GJ sells, GJ sells, GJ sells, GJ sells. Look where we are today. So this is the same thing people are going to say, GJ sells, GJ sells, GJ sells, and then boom. Second structure isn't far, not too far, about 16 pips though. It's a better range than trading up though. Up, we only have around 9 pips here from these highs, you know, so you need volume to break through, but at least towards the downside you have around 16 pips. But what we need is, we want to see the liquidity grab up first and then getting below there to break that structure. That's the only way I'm potentially going to consider sells. Otherwise, I'm not interested in sells here for sure. So if we go and look at gold here, on the other hand, gold here trying to pop up at the moment. Let's go and do a little bit of analysis. Start off on the daily time frame here. So previous daily here closing bearish from the top of the range. That's an interesting close. This can be a top wick. It's very possible. Or we can create supports because we haven't broken previous daily lows, right? So looking at 4 hour, we have created a support, obviously. You can see pretty clearly the support creation here. We are just battling with this little 4 hour resistance. Do I have it marked? Yes, I do have it marked. So if this 4 hour closes above here, especially deep, it looks like New York wants to give one more retest towards the upside, and we can see gold continue towards the upside here, at least to daily resistance. Where is daily resistance? Daily resistance is here. I'm gonna move this line to here, put this as DR. So that's where I'd expect the move to come to, is to the daily resistance. Even in the session, if we start creating supports, it's very choppy as we get into these zones here, as we can see how choppy that's starting to get. We do have this clean wick here though. How big is that? That's 24 pips to daily resistance. Yeah, price looks like it wants to try and entertain targets at daily resistance. This early option here was quite nice, to be honest. If I was looking at an early option, an option that makes sense would be this. Look at this, how we fake out back in the range, create double support here, close above, and boom, continue. Even this, but this never broke the high, so that's why you wouldn't be entered in this one. You would have had a ready entry here, and then it never broke the high, so you probably either take the setup 3 or you waited for the close. Took for 20 pips. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Early session trade. We've been seeing a little bit earlier some setups end up coming, but yeah, that is the option here. So you won't enter this one. You'd probably enter on the setup 3 here, because the first one never broke the high. But if this broke the high, then you would have been in from here. Stop below here. 17 pip stop is sexy for a 21 pip target. That's a clean trade. Clean trade towards the upside. Now we're at target again, so we need price to give us a little bit more price action, show us its hand, show us where it wants to go. If it can reject here, and then close above, then we can go again to target this area here. But right now, like this, closing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential back-to-back bullish candles here, not healthy to rip a buy into. Again, pullbacks, close above, and then we go. Next target. Same trade as GJ we took yesterday. It will be the same idea, right? So that's all we have to do. And if volume is going to continue, buys can even make sense above here to get to the daily resistance, but that's going to be target for the session if we're going to continue up. If we end up heavily rejecting here, do sells make sense? Based on previous daily, technically they do. So I wonder if we get a fake out, and if we get a fake out, what is it looking like? I would say probably a 1 hour candle closing bearish will be very, very nice. 1 hour candle closing bearish will give us the confidence, especially if it respects, if this current 1 hour candle respects these highs and doesn't close above, and maybe even a 30-minute closing bearish back inside the range, we could look to entertain to go retest back to the bottom of the range here, and could see that start to go down here, you know. But we'd have to change 5-minute structure as well, because 5-minute structure is holding this very strong uptrend at the moment. But I'd expect with a 30-minute bearish closure that this will change, right? So we have to just be careful of that. But I expect with a 30-minute bearish closure, it would probably change that, and we can see potential some sells, because if we're looking at previous daily being bearish, you know, we have a 50 pip range potentially towards the downside here, and this could just be a liquidity grab up to continue down. We have to consider that. We are mixed session. There is option for buys and options for sells. Obviously, the classic setup 1 selling zone is below the range here. Very clean candles. This previous 4-hour support I don't really think is a problem here. Just going to remove it, as it doesn't really have too much relevance. Nothing's reacting off it. But sells below here, of course, makes sense, but we're very far from that. To get to that support, how far is that from where we are? It's 70 pips, you know, so 70 pips to get to there is a lot, you know, to try take trades after a 70 pip dump. So what I rather do is I rather see it, you know, create structure. That might be a plan by New York. If London pushes down, New York, you probably get the continuation of sells, excuse me, below the range, right? So we'll have to consider that. So let's see how price develops here. Overall, that's the analysis, that's the plan, what I'm looking for here in the session, and we'll see how price forms for us, and yeah, then we'll do that. You don't take any trade, you just talk. Okay, I won't talk, and I'll show you something. Okay, let me show you something. I'm not talking, just watch, and you need to watch very, very carefully. And if you don't watch here, then you're going to suffer. So just watch. I'm not gonna talk. Ready? Just check the date, by the way, right? Just check the date if you don't know already. But I'm not gonna talk now. You can watch.
See you at the top, it's been a while for you.
All right, I broke it. I'm in on that. I'm not talking. Watch for yourself. Please, now, right? When you take a trade, it loses. Okay, let's see what happened. Oh, he's in drawdown. He sucks. He's in drawdown. He sucks. This is where lack of volume time comes into play. Yeah, but we have seen price being moved there. I closed very accurately, to be honest. Hit TP. I'm happy with that close. Wow. Wow, it hit TP, guys. Wow.
Like every day, every single day. Except for yesterday, because you weren't streaming.
That was yesterday.
Oh, well then there you go. See, every day. Every fucking day, I swear.
It just came late. So there you go. I'm done talking. You can see for yourself. On stream. That was on stream yesterday. Too bad you don't show up. Goofy people on here? Yeah, I just love it because, you know, many people try to defend themselves. I can just show you with facts. It didn't hit TP. You closed literally at 40% TP. That was a gamble. Yeah, then don't take my trades. You can go somewhere else. And you're still here. You don't have to take, you don't have to do anything. Call it a gamble, call it whatever you want to call it. It's your choice. But that was a very, very good trade. We planned it, we waited patiently, we didn't FOMO in. I decided to close because I was happy with the money. I probably made your monthly salary in that one trade, but that doesn't matter, does it? 4 years of profitable gambles. Yeah, I'll take it. And the funny thing is that I even criticized myself after that trade, you know, and gave myself feedback, but no one respects that. Yeah, you guys, but this, I'm talking to YouTube chat. This doesn't apply to exclusive. This is a whole different community, the exclusive. You look at my geo plan, not sure about the cells. I'll look at it myself, then look at your plan. So you're ignoring us? No, I don't. If I ignored you, I wouldn't read that first, right? Right, daily close bearish, 4 hour at support. So obviously cells are going to be below that 4 hour support. That 4 hour support is right here, right? Yeah, probably below here, but you know, gold, not gold, GU likes to react off these zones here. I mean, if we can get below there, yeah, that's my point. So you'd have to watch this zone though. You know, in here, this whole zone. Because this could just be this for this, but now you have the daily bearish, right? But it gives you room from here to here, and you make a decision. Anything closing back up inside the range, you can be out. It's very easy to manage that type of trade. 3 pips, yeah, but it's GU, right? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to take the trade. If it's not worth it risk to reward wise, then it doesn't make sense. You know, if you get like a 5 pip stop loss here, then it makes sense. 5 pip for 7 pip, that your watch zone is that like that. Then below that pivot, yeah, but I rather you get in early and then it does play out and then gets below the pivot. If it just dumps through or it rejects, let's say it rejects with a long wick, then you can wait below this pivot here. You know? But GU, you don't want to always sell lows. It's not good to sell lows on GU. Right? That barely works on GU. You know, you want to sell 2 targets. Sell 2 target made as soon as possible. Start selling lows, you get messed up. But this happened in the market all yesterday. This happened on gold, right? This happened on EU yesterday. This happened on gold as well. Yeah, so you have to take that into consideration as well. How do I improve yourself? Just try to get better every single day. You have to have something to where you want to improve, you know? Golden late, how do you think gold is looking? We did the plan. Just rewind the plan and watch it at the same time. Can that pivot being called a fake out? Yeah, I can. Can you remark your zone? For example, I learned your YouTube video and chart on Gbpjpy JPY, your stream, compared to you, but it seems very, very off. Well, go look. My zones are all marked here. Daily resistance 15. So go and just check what it says and then you'll go find it, right? It's pretty straightforward. I don't do anything fancy. 4 hour resistance is the resistance on 4 hour. Daily resistance is the resistance on daily. Right? This needs to be a little bit higher, but the reason I moved it lower is just so it fits the 15. You know, doesn't make too much of a difference for me. That's why. The move that happened earlier was JPY news. I'm not sure. I was not at the charts. I was asleep at 5 a.m. But yeah, I mean, something obviously pushed it. We can go see Financial Juice. Financial Juice will tell us what if something pushed it. Let's go and refresh this. Six was Chinese, 245. No, just a random volume push here at 5 o'clock. There's no news that came out at 5. Only at 6 o'clock, but that move was at 5. Alright, you remember me that I showed 30 days record? I tested myself again, 14 wins, 14 losses, and 5 BE. Can you show me how to make it better? I don't know how I can make it better if I don't know what you're doing in those trades, right? Your hair looks cool. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like on stream. How much? 420 of us in here. I think some of you like that number. You know? So be sure to leave a like on stream. You can get the likes up to 150. I would appreciate it. Hate to say it, but part of the game. What's a good lot size calculator? Just any. They're all good, I think. You know, I think the one I used to use back in the day was by, what is it called? It's orange. Someone tell me. Yeah, FX something. It's FX something. That's a good one. Yeah, my FX book. My FX book. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thoughts on traded faded? Oh, I don't know, man. Some people I think can do it. Some people it will relax them and they can do it, but I don't know. If it's gonna make you, you know, not think straight, then it's bad. Damn, bro, that's an insult. Actually, this is very hard to calculate like this. Epic Games Launcher. What's Claudio gaming? Fortnite, probably. He's playing some Fortnite or some gay ass shit. Alright, 1 hour closed here, right? So how did the 1 hour close on GJ? It formed support still at resistance. We didn't close above the 1 hour resistance. And gold 1 hour close below the resistance. Very interesting, right? To have that 1 hour close below the resistance. So if we're creating a 30-minute resistance from here, there could be opportunity for sells. Right? Fake out sells. Let's get it to 69 viewers. Yeah, we need to get it to 900 so we can do the giveaway. What happened to Rocket 21? They're updating or something? No, I think unfortunately Rocket 21 is another prop firm that went down now. It's another prop firm that has gone down. It's a shame to see so many people impacted by this. Yeah, tons of props going down, man. They just don't run business properly. That's the problem. And I told you, I hate to say I told you, but this business model is very tough where they pay you out with companies' profit. Remember, they're paying you out with companies' profit. So if they're not making profit, you're not gonna get paid out. And then they shut down. And then they can't afford their licenses, etc. All of this stuff. Not the best. It's an amazing business model, but when you see the owner of the guy who shut down the prop firm buying an SVJ dripped head to toe in Gucci, right, of the last prop firm, you know, it's like, come on, he's spending his money, bro. You know, that's the thing. They just want to line their pockets. They don't understand that this business means that maybe... The thing is that these people don't know how to run business. When you build a business, you have to put customers first. You have to realize you're not building a business, you're building a brand. Money is a substitute of building a brand. It comes with it. But your focus should be, you should have passion in doing something. You know? You have hundreds of millions in your account. You can choose to spend it or become regulated or call it a day and shut down and go home. What would you do? Me, the whole reason I start a business is because I have passion for it. So for me, I make sure that the customer is set. Otherwise, I'm a scam. I don't care how much money I have. I'm gonna feel like shit. How can you feel good looking at yourself in the mirror when you know that all of these people have taken your funding challenges, passed it, spent you know how much hard work it takes to pass a challenge? Just to do what? You know, just to do what? To shut it down and take it all away from them. It's very harsh. A business objective is money, not passion. 1% is passion, and that's why most businesses fail. That is why most businesses fail. The most successful businesses that there are built on passion. Money, again, is a substitute. The amount you have to reinvest and all of this stuff, it's crazy. But look, no one's in it for the long game. That's the problem. I could have done the same approach, right? I could have done the same approach. I could have promoted my lifestyle a lot more harder and then charged $200 a month for the group, and then you make money very quick. But then people are not going to get value from that, and then you're going to get hate because you're like, oh, he just promotes lifestyle and he just charges $200 for a group, and then boom, that's it. You're done. Would those people start if there was no money lifestyle improvements possible? No, money is a motivator for sure, but you have to have passion to make money. But you're not going to make money if you scam, because you're just going to lose it all. That's it. They made money and now they lost. They can't run the business. They rug pull. Trust me. Down the line, give it a year. They might feel okay now, but down the line, they're going to be a very depressed person. Trust me. Even if they don't show it, the only thing that will keep them chugging along is money, because they will just, feel like that. But down the line, they're not going to be able to look in the mirror happy. Remember, money is not everything. Trust me. I know what it's like to have money. It's a useful tool, but it's not everything. It really is not everything. I'll tell you the truth. When I started making more money, I was probably less happier than when I made less money, because of the pressure that comes with all of it, wanting to do better. Because if you make money in a legit way and you're doing everything, you're working super hard, more than majority of the public. That's why you have that money. That's why you have that money. You have that money because you're doing something that most people won't. Or you take time. You've worked your way through the ranks. You've worked a job for many, many years, and now you're at a high rank. But that's 20 years. That's 20 years of work. Which is why people come in trading and tell me in 6 months I want to become a full-time trader. I tell them, listen, man, you need to have a little bit more realistic goals. You work 20 years in a job to become a CEO, and now in 6 months you want to become full-time trader making 100K a month? And for trading, didn't we all start for money? Yes, it's a motivator. But would you scam people for money? Rug pull it if you're building a business? Trading you don't hurt anyone for trading. It's only you. You only hurt you. My point in the running bad business practices, hurting customers. That's my point. Why should people in the industry have to suffer? We have enough hate. We have enough hate in Forex that it's a scam and full of idiots, and which it is. And now we have these prop firm owners that people have devoted their hard work to go and learn strategies, try to pass challenges, and they pass challenges, and now they just shut it down when they could have avoided it and make less profits for themselves. Come on. Long term, they will make money. Really, they make money. I can promise them that. I know how to run a prop firm very easily with you being on a book. It's very simple. I would make more money if my prop firm traders are actually profitable long term. I have free money. It's free money, but it takes time. It will take 10, 15 years before you get to that. But no, they want it now. But now look at them. Done. Out of business, hurt people, leave a bad mouth on the industry. And that's the problem. People don't add to this industry, they take away. They take away from this industry. And that's the problem. When you start in any other industry, You have to add value to the industry. I can happily say to myself here that I feel like I add value to this industry. You know, from my free content, you know, let alone paid, from my free content, I feel like I'm adding some sort of value. And that's what makes me happy. You know, what value at the time they were adding value, right? At the time they were adding value because they were trying to fund people, but then they go mess them up. You know what I mean? So why couldn't they just continue adding value and why couldn't they be honest and tell, listen guys, we're having a problem. This is how our business model works, right? And we're trying to find a way so we can pay you out maybe half of your percentage. I know it's not ideal, it's not good, but please understand, not just say, shit, we can't afford licenses, we can't afford regulation, we can't afford platforms, shut down, bye-bye. But, you know, this is going to happen. It was kind of like crypto. You know, all of these prop firm challenges just all started coming like this, all these new companies. And now they're all failing one by one. But the old companies are still alive because, you know, they would have died a lot earlier. So the old companies, I'm not too worried about. Also, if you actually do the math on a prop firm challenge and you learn how to actually run a prop firm challenge long term, you fund someone a 100K account, right? Your margin in that 100K account is just 10K. So you could get investors giving you margin of 10K here, right? So you could have 10 100K accounts with profitable traders with only a risk of 10K each. Right? And they've proven that they're profitable. So till they become profitable, you can put them on the simulated trading account. And then once they're profitable, switch them to A-book. And then when they're on A-book, your risk is only 10K anyways, because that's the max drawdown limit. So literally you're not really sweating there. So I don't understand why they run it like that, because it's too slow, right? It's too slow. It's too slow to make it like that. Highest value, ranting services. You literally call me in the night to rant. No, I don't. Don't even have your number. Only time I speak to Claudio is to give him shit. Yeah, that's not rant. That is to give you shit. That's different. I either give shit or rant, it's I complain. So I'm either giving someone shit or ranting. It's one or the other. Old companies, which one? You know, big ones like FTMO and stuff. I think 5%ers have been around for a while. Look at this gold pump here. No close we're getting. No close. It's very interesting here. Only a 5, but I don't trust because the 1 hour didn't close above. If the 1 hour closed above, it's a different story here. It's a completely different story. You think it's enough bottom wick to drive to daily resistance? You mean in gold? I would love to have seen a pullback here. I just wanted to see something close above the 4 hour here as well. How about you, even though it's fully bearish for buys? Was setup 3 bottom range valid? Yeah, we talked about it. It was ideal. Even this one, you probably wouldn't have taken this one because it never broke the high. But this one here, breaking the high, for sure you would have been in. Because it's a perfect, look at this, 17 pip stop, actually 14 pip stop for a 22 pip target, so pretty clean trade that would have been. I left your stream early yesterday thinking that you won't take any trade. Damn you, Harry. Damn you, brother. Damn you too. It's not my fault you don't follow the plan. If you actually opened your ears, something that you were given a gift to use, and listened to the plan, you know that you were waiting for a setup. And actually you guys are very lucky, because that trade on stream yesterday would have not have happened because I would have ended stream normally by that time. But since we got delayed in the morning, we got to see that trade on stream. Right, so be grateful for that. How many trades you have taken in the last 30 trades? I think you mean 30 days. I'm not sure. I'll have to calculate. I'm not sure. I don't remember that, to be honest. On average, last week I took 4 trades. The week before, I would say out of those days, 30 days, 30 trading days or 30 total days, because you can't trade on the weekend. So in trading days, I'd probably say out of 30 days, I didn't trade maybe 10 to 15 of them. That's if I would have to guess. Missed your stream yesterday. Sound like you had a good day. We had a win on stream. Yes. Finally got some volume in. Was able to take a trade. Wow. Wow. Gold again. Gonna do some of this BS. I wouldn't have bought this 5, I think, because actually I would have gone break even on this 5. That would have been unfortunate. Because if I bought this 5-minute close above here, would have gone break even as we tapped into these resistances here, because we don't have confirmation of 1 hour closing above, we don't have confirmation of 15 closing above, we don't have confirmation of 30 closing above. So overall it's a bad trade, I would think, long term. If the 1 hour closed above and then we had the 5-minute, yeah, classic trade for sure. Is there any setup right now? All setups I discuss. I'm not someone who hides setups from you. I don't tell you to join a private group to get my setups and then show you, oh, by the way, guys, we took an entry here. I don't do that stuff, so be grateful for that. There's people who do that. You know, they're like, oh, by the way, entry was given here. And then they probably hide the entry that they lost. That's how it works. Then they manipulate results and show that you have 100 million pipperoonies. $15-minute candle closed above this resistance. Where is this 15 coming from? This 15 needs to be a little bit lower like this. Technically this did close above, but IDK 29 pips for 23 pips. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Man, really having FOMO now because I was in the beginning of this move and then only targeted 1 hour wick fill. Can't complain since it was a win. How do you have FOMO on that? What if you didn't target the 1 hour wick fill and then it literally rejected and then you didn't make any profits because you were targeting something higher? So what if you were targeting something higher, it made the 1 hour wick fill, rejected from there, and then you didn't even make any money? You're not going to feel FOMO, now you're going to feel pissed. So both, it's like yin and yang. It has both sides to the story. Your job is to take a piece of the market and get on. It's not to predict tops and predict bottoms. Right? That's why it's so dangerous, because then you go FOMO into a move like this and lose. GJ closed right at resistance here. Is it pips or points in gold? It can be both. How do you take partial profits? This other platform, most of the time I don't take partial profits. It's only I would say about 20% of the time I'll ever take partial profits. 80% of the time I'm closing full. But if you are going to take partial profits, then you can do it on MetaTrader through the phone is the easiest, or you can buy a trade manager and do it on your computer. Right? You can buy a trade manager to be able to close partials. You can have a button that you press and it closes partials. Some JPY action happening. Yeah, this just dumped. If this is going to be a liquidity grab and then it closes back up, that's like, okay, very simple there. Right? If this literally breaks these lows here, quick. Maybe it comes to where my mouse is. Close back in the range. Next candle close above. Boom. Look like yesterday. Yeah, gold doesn't look like yesterday. Gold looks like it has a lot of volume here. Yesterday gold was doing nothing. Today it has a lot of volume, but the only way to enter is 5. But I was not looking at 5 because of this 1 hour closing closing below. This is a big problem, you know. 1 hour closing below. If this 1 hour closed above, then this would have been a simple trade, to be honest. But I don't like how we had these. You see how the 15-minute candles are getting weaker? Normally when 15-minute candles get weaker, it's going to fail, right? If you go back test that, when 15-minute candles get weaker here, it starts to fail, right? Or it does this, it needs a liquidity grab first. You see how 15-minute candles go weaker, liquidity grab, then close above. Then that's your entry. You know, it's always the way. These were just strong candles, but look, that 1 weak candle, weak, boom, failed. These were all strong candles. See, candles got weaker, liquidity grab, boom, fly. So here I think is the only time you can argue that it was weak candles and then a big candle came. This time as well, but this gave you a close above to continue. Liquidity grab takes us out. Yeah, if we were in, yeah. I just wanted that 1 hour or 15 to close above. That's what we need, you know. If we got the 1 hour 15 close above, would have been good. $30 pip stop loss on the 15. And 30 pip stop loss, not too crazy here, but with no pullbacks. Is this stop loss below 5-minute structure? That would be nice. Yeah, it is. That's not bad stop loss. You have to be a little bit negative risk to reward on that. Let's see how this progresses. We might tap daily resistance and fail. Harry, I've taken 35 trades in 30 days, 14 wins, 14 losses. Should I take less trades to improve? I think, yeah, that will be the first step that can potentially help you here. Look at GJ here. Tap the top of the range, reject. If this can go towards the bottom of the range here and reject back, then it will be interesting. I don't know what's causing this push so early. Normally we see this after London Open. Let's see if anything was said. Nothing was said here. I wonder if we would have secured here if we were to take this. Do I think I would have secured something at 18 pips? I probably would have let it at least 20 pips. Would have gone to break even at this resistance at 13 pips, because that's the next resistance. I'm probably just sat at break even, to be honest. Because 18 pips and a 30 pip stop loss is a little bit tight. 20 pips is fine. 20, 22 pips. I think that would be fine. I don't know, I'll have to see in the moment. But I don't really think that's a valid trade. People want to go out on the charts? Yeah. Not too sure about that. What's super interesting here, guys, is it never reached the daily resistance, huh? That's what surprised me. It never tapped it. Why? Why doesn't it just complete the daily resistance? Rejected key level? Ah, this was the key level here, 85. This rejected 85 something. I mean, this is a very wiki zone. It's not a clean zone, right? Look at it on 30 minutes. Super choppy zone. So you can't be saying that this is the easiest zone to trade in. So we can expect it to reject anywhere in the... Yeah, it just went high due to momentum indeed. But it's not like an LTA, right? This is not considered an LTA. This is just considered a zone. The only reason it can be considered half an LTA is because there's a wick going through it. Do you always live? Yes. Yo, do you take any trades? Literally just yesterday I took a trade. None of you guys were here. None of you guys were here when I take a trade. You guys tell me to stream longer so that you can see a trade, and then you guys don't show up, and now today you give me all shit. You take a trade, you take a trade. It's wild. What if I put 5-minute delay on YouTube stream? I was there and I caught it. It was nice. Good job, good job. I don't generalize the whole chat. I definitely remember you panic taking profit after power loss. Panic taking profit after the power loss? No, I waited 2 hours after that before I got a setup. Took some time. I'm thinking of intervening a time machine that would get me to see the next second in the future. What would that be enough for trading? 1 second? Not really. I don't think 1 second is enough. One second would not be enough, right? Because let's say we know 1 second ahead. We know that 1 second. How much do you want? It's tough actually, man. You literally need an hour. You need an hour, bro. Then it will be, then you will infinitely print money like that. Because even a 5-minute candle could go up bullish, and then the next one could come down. The best I can give you then 5 seconds, then I'll take the full 5 seconds. Theoretically, it's possible, 5 seconds. How? 5 seconds for news. What news, guys? What news? Am I missing something? Oh. Yeah, 5 seconds for news. You're right, Pim. Yeah. Yeah, Pim has got it, bro. Yeah, you're right. That would be ideal. Fat rejection on gold. If gold closes back in the range, this is interesting to me. Feel like just a random impulsive move. If this 1 hour closes above, also interesting. Imagine this 1 hour flips and closes below, guys. I wanted to ask, the candle needs to be 1 hour, that breaking support resistance, can it just be 15 minutes? No, but remember we had the 1 hour close. So since we had the 1 hour close literally 5 minutes, The 1 hour close was the next 15, was the 30, and was the 1 hour. So we wanted to see the 1 hour close above here to prove to us that this is not just going to continue the downtrend. I'm down 5% FTMO for my daily loss, but made 4K off the doll trade. Now I'm passing. Let's go, man. Oh, what does it mean if I broke the daily loss? Oh, if you broke the daily loss, then you failed the challenge, unfortunately, man. Please, you should know that before taking a challenge that you have daily loss limits. You shouldn't be doing that blind. Alright, thoughts on an Oracle trading bots with 92% win rate? I can give you 92% win rate martingale strategy, but when it all blows up, and you lose everything, then yeah, gold replicating past. Yeah, making this type of top here before reversing could very well be. But before we see a reversal, I wouldn't be surprised to get one of these wicks, right? You know, see something like that. But yeah, it could be right, man. This could, yeah, exactly. We could see that end up being a top. But you see this trend here? It's a strong trend. You see how we had the same strong trend and then this broke the trend, boom. Then it continued down. Then we accumulated again, distribution. So maybe we go into another accumulation phase, definitely possible. Sharp, you have any positions in mind? Yeah, I'm looking for, this is about to tap daily resistance here. It's very interesting price action we're having on gold at the moment. Yeah, it's about to tap daily resistance. For GJ here, I'm looking to see if we can get above here for buys. That's where I'm interested in buys. Love to see a little liquidity grab and then continue up. What's this? 30-minute close here on gold as well. My challenge still says it's going no. If you breach the daily loss, I'm pretty certain that the challenge will be failed. Guys, I appreciate you guys showing up to the stream. How much of us? 620 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Goal is to get the stream to 900 viewers. We get the stream to 900 viewers, we're doing a big giveaway. So if we could leave a like on the stream, you guys know the drill. And yeah, yesterday was interesting. We tried a gold scalp yesterday we tried the gold scalp that was break even, and then GJ came through and gave us a buy, which is funny because if I'm looking at gold right now, there's an opportunity for a gold scalp if this 5-minute closes above, right? So if that comes and gives us break even and then the next one gives us a buy, it will be pretty funny. It will be the same. 6 pips to your break-even spot, 11 pip stop, and you'd expect volume to push. That's something I'm looking. If this 5-minute can close just like this, guys, that's the way I can get into a scalp. It has to close here though. If it keeps pushing, then it's not gonna be good. Get a scalp to daily resistance, break even at daily resistance, and then look for it to give maybe like a 10-11 pip push. That's something I might consider here. But if it pushes now in the next 1 minute, it's going to be very hard for me to enter. It's going to be very hard for me to enter because we'll be so close to daily resistance, and it's not my plan to enter at daily resistance. I have to be able to trade to it. I don't like we just tapped this 5-minute resistance and now we're rejecting. Look at this. look at this. So that makes me a little bit uncomfortable for the scalp. See, you get a bottom wick. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. Not my plan, this one. Yep. But no bottom wick for me anyways. I couldn't have entered into this because I have no bottom wick here. And now it's pushing towards my target. But this was the scalp I was looking at to get to daily resistance here. Not fast enough because no bottom wick here. Now if it makes a bottom wick and reflips, I'm not interested because it's already done its push up. So now I feel like that's liquidity grab to continue down, which is why I don't take that, right? With no bottom wick, because now it could just do whatever the hell it wants to do. So now I just have to wait for a different type of setup because that idea is out the window. Would have used 5 stops then? Yeah, because it's 5 scalp. Bottom wick, then break of high. I don't have enough room there, Claudio, to daily resistance. You know? Like I literally need to be in, I needed it bottom wick first to grab my liquidity, then continue up to make this scalp. Otherwise, I'm forcing it too close. I mean, you could try, but it's only 4 pips. Like now I don't feel comfortable if it just reflips here, because then you buy into 1 minute resistance. At the time, if this made, imagine this made a bottom wick, then you're buying like a 1 minute thunderstorm as well. But now you'd be buying into what? You'd be buying into 1 minute resistance here. Boom. You would see, you know, that could be a all tie poor. Well, actually, if we FOMO'd in with no bottom wick, then you'd be even poorer now. Right? GJ, I think, has broke the support here. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. If this fakes out now, oh yeah, that would be super interesting to see a fake out right now. Full session bias is bullish here. Previous daily bullish, previous 4-hour bullish. If we're going to see a fake out, this is where we can see it. Now for sells to happen, I want to see some sort of, I think because this is the first structure, we want to see some sort of resistance form. Long way to go down clean, yeah, but with session bias being bullish, you're more likely to be screwed. You know, this is the classic time where people think that GJ is at the top of the range just for it to continue pushing, and they're like, how is this thing still pushing? Like if GJ is gonna break down, you'll know about it. It'll do stuff like this, right? That's a breakdown. Like you have time to sell again, you know? These closes, look at these closes, give you big pushes down. Stuff like this is the stuff you want, you know? Like these are 2 early options. I would say this one counts because we broke first structure and then we broke second structure here, but no closure, so you can't really enter. But then you break this structure again here and you rely on this wick fill. It's the only way you could have entered on that. But yeah. Just already take a trade, man. Stop talking. Bro, you have an idea of trading completely wrong. Trading is waiting for your setup. I'm not going to take a random trade for the sake of it. I'm going to take something that has high probability. The only reason I have 66 wins and 19 losses on stream is because I followed a plan. The only reason I've been streaming for 1 year straight and showing you guys, you know, transparent results is because I have a plan. And if you're not gonna have a plan, if you want to go gamble, it's probably better to go play on an online gambling website than to come here and look how to trade, or go gamble with someone who likes to trade news and stuff like that. Why'd you bite the bait? Because I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Because I get to rant. Any excuse I have to rant, I'm gonna take it, man. Come on. Any excuse I get to rant. They have to just let me. There's a daily resistance you didn't mark. Where on GJ? If you're talking about that, I don't really see it. Juma Mubarak Sharp? Yes. Friday Mubarak to you, man. You're a good ranter? Exactly. That's exactly it. That's the reason why. I just came from school. What are we looking at? We're gonna see if GJ can fake out back in the range. For sells, it's still early because previous daily bullish, previous 4-hour bullish, and we don't have the biggest range for sells. You're basically trying to sell bullish structure. So I don't want to be selling bullish structure, you know. Best area in Dubai if you want to walk to shops and restaurants? Damn, probably gonna be downtown, I guess. Downtown is going to be the best if you want to walk to shops and restaurants. You have a lot of options there. You have the mall there. Marina is popular, but I hate Marina. But you guys will like Marina as tourists, but I hate it. It's crap for me. But maybe you guys like it. A lot of tourists like it, you know. A lot of guys like it, but don't like it. Dubai Mall is nice. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Look at this gold scalp that we were looking to take. I think it would have given you to daily resistance, right? And then stopped you break even here. Boring. This 1 hour candle close can be interesting here. Coming to Dubai for a few days, should I rent a car there? You mean like a expensive car or just a normal car? Yeah, you can rent a normal car. Dubai is a pretty small city, so taxis will be okay. You know, you don't have to worry too much about taxis as well. Are you born in Dubai? Yes, I am. What's your favorite eating place in Dubai? I used to love Koya for big occasions. Well, it depends on what mood I'm in. I have a eating place for different, you know, different things. I'd say, but if you're gonna go Japanese like that, then there's a Japanese restaurant called Netsu. That's probably my favorite. Do a walk around to buy videos? What do you mean to buy videos? Or is that autocorrect? Did you write Dubai and it wrote to buy? You speak really English? It's like you lived life in London for a while? No, it's just because I'm originally British. Why today there's 700 viewers and yesterday when we take trades there's 400? It's like you guys come and then you miss all the good trades. And then you come and complain that we don't take any trades. Hires a Porsche GT3 RS. I wish they gave me allocation for one. That would be nice. That would be very nice. What are you guys taking on? What's this? Just be careful of this 5-minute uptrend. I don't know what time frame that is. No bottom wick here for me as well. I'll get you one from Germany. Can you get me allocation? I guess people thought you wouldn't because you were streaming late. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true, that's true. Yeah, I'd say just watch this levels here if you're looking for shorts. You know, could bounce off that, of course. Have to watch these levels. No bottom wick, also something I don't like. Normally with GU, if no bottom wick candle, it normally reverses. Panamera GTS 911, no, GT3 bro, GT3. All of those cars you can get, but the GT3 is so hard to get. How to watch price action when watching? Well, you use 1 minute, starts reacting, coming to your entry, then it's not good. You want it literally to, I mean, it will, you have to see how it develops, but I don't like no bottom wick. Like, see, there's no 1 minute structure. So let's say this creates 1 minute structure, then it comes to that watch zone and then starts breaking that 1 minute structure. For me, it's game over. Harry, would you consider GJ a fake out if it closes back in the range? Exactly, Steve. That's something I'd be interested with, since it's full bullish bias today. Previous 4-hour bullish and previous daily bullish. So I'd be interested in that. Even though we're at the top of the range, which I understand could fail, but you know, would be interesting. For me, sells right now, I don't know if sells could work too much. Maybe a 30-minute close below will be better for sells. We'll have to see. I would love to see. I think the only way I'll sell if we get 5-minute resistance. If this 5-minute can flip, prove to me that price wants to go down, then I think that'll be sells. Because remember, that will be considered counter trend. We've been making look higher lows, potential higher low even here. Potential. See what happened to gold here. Oh, gold rejected. Gold rejected basically daily resistance. But to be honest, I'm still bullish above here. Even if we create supports from down here, I could potentially buy back up from down here. We're nearing 800 viewers. Yeah, if we reach 900 viewers, damn, then we can do a big giveaway. Setup 2 or setup 5? I think setup 2 will do here. Setup 2 will do. Since we're in the session, you know, and it's not too much of a pullback. I think GG will go up. Liquidity grab looks like stays above 1 hour. Yeah, if we could also get setup 4 today, remember? I appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A very interesting week we've had here. Today's Friday, if you don't know already. I think it's still Thursday for my guys in the US. So, but you know, here Friday here. Very interesting week. We had very slow CPI week. No trades in the beginning of the week on stream. I did take a huge GJ trade in terms of pip value here. 160 pip GJ trade that we discussed about. So that was nice to have that beginning of week. And then yesterday we took another position that I need to post. Yesterday we took another position as well. We took GJ buys, but that we got on stream. And that's just a little recap of what's been going on stream for all the guys, you know, who just want to recap, see what's going on. So it's good to recap. Yesterday's trade was very clean. This is a classic setup. You know this setup, guys. Setup number 1, perfect setup. This is the one we took yesterday. Classic little setup 1 here. Gave max was 35 pips here. I think realistic target in terms of max target would be 27 pips here. So, you know, good volume. It was nice volume. Friday now? Yeah. GJ is on 4-hour support. Coming close to it, man. It's coming close to it. You know. Why don't you accept messages on Insta? I do accept messages. I read my DMs. But maybe yours is put in spam. I don't check my spam. Can you help me manage GU? Now I tap the watch. Yeah, but this is not a trade I'd really be in. So let's see what I would do here. Yeah, it's perfect. It's pushing through. It's exactly what you want. 30 minutes, this looks good. Now it broke the low. So now you just don't want to see. Remember we talked about that 1 minute structure being formed? That's that 1 minute structure being formed. It breaks this structure, it's game over. You know, breaks this structure, it's game over. So this is it reacting off it now. So this is it reacting off it now. So now what it has to do is it has to just look to respect this structure here. If it can't respect this and it just starts breaking up, then that's it, game over. This thing is probably more likely gonna go towards the upside, and that's why you have your zones marked. If it respects it, then it should slowly make its way down here. Especially if 5 minutes and 2 minutes here can close below the support, will start to look even better. You know? But look, that's trying now. So that's it. Just have to wait. This 1 minute can continue bearish momentum, will be great. Can look to target into the lows. Target somewhere down here. This is the only area it has to fight with now. If it can win the battle, it should continue down to here very easily. No issues there. Unless we miss something on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour has this zone as well to battle here. That could be, because remember 1 hour created support here. This could be bottom wick to flip up. Definitely potential. You know? So it has to just fight this battle now and get below. That's how it will work. But you guys entered here, right? Something like this. Like this? Set up 2, I'd imagine. So it won the battle, right? You see how the 1 minute won the battle? Oh, you entered higher above? Setup 2 or the first setup 2? This one up here. Alright, nice. Yeah, so it won the battle. It won the battle. Was early setup 5? No, because there was a resistance here. Brian, I came to do YouTube business to say hi. Took my first trade in 3 months. Setup 2 on 15. Let's go. Nice, brother. Nice. Let's go, man. Good to see you. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are you in this trade? No, this is the trade that my guys took here. It's a trade that my guys in the group took. We're just discussing it. Not really trading GU for myself, but no, this is a trade that they took. Look, gold did a liquidity grab here. That's interesting. Tapping daily resistance here. I wonder if we could get a quick push above daily resistance. Could be interesting. I got scared. I thought he entered. No, I'm not the guy who's going to come and say, oh, by the way, guys, I entered here 20 minutes ago. But, of course, people in my group are entitled to take trades on different pairs. So we were just discussing a trade that they took on GU. So gold clearing this daily resistance now. Now the daily resistance is cleared. We don't have to worry about it. So anything above here is just bonus. We do have a little 15 here. If we're closing above here, there's clean candles towards the upside. You can see we just tapped into that right now. We're reacting off it nicely. So if we get above that, then it could be interesting. But wow, what a push already. Literally no pullbacks, but we do have liquidity grab. Need support above? Yeah, but we could use 5 minute for that. Just basically replicate what 5 has been doing. 5 support. Like, I would love to see what happened here happen right here. You know, because now remember we're talking about the liquidity grab. That's what it likes to do. Do you think it needs a cool off? Yeah, it needs a cool off, but it would be worth the shot, because you see when we have straight pushes here and we get the liquidity grab on the candle, we get a nice push next. Like if you go back and look at this, you probably have this liquidity grab and 5 minute structure. Watch, without even looking at lower time frame. Watch, here's your liquidity grab. Watch the 5 minute structure here. See, that's your 5 minute structure. That's your close above 5 minute structure. This would have been a very, very annoying day because it closed above your 5 minute structure, gave you no bottom wick, but that's the exact setup. Obviously, you would be looking for the bottom wick. GJ cooking too. Yeah, GJ trying to get back in the range. We'll see what GJ does here. He can get back in the range. Bit random for gold to be moving this strong. This is, yeah, it surprised me, to be honest. You know, that it's from the morning. That's what surprised me, you know. It surprised me that it's just kept going from the morning. Like normally we see a pullback, but no. Literally from this morning it's been pushing straight. I don't think we're selling GJ below at this point. No, I told you that this could end up being a fake out, right? That's the whole point of us not selling GJ, is not to be caught in this fake out, right? A lot of people were saying, why don't you take a trade, break of low, take a trade. And this is why I don't take a trade, because this can now end up being a fake out. This would be set up for closes back in the range. Yes, we just have 30-minute closing bearish, so we have to make sure 30 also does close back in the range, but it's the same as the 15. Only thing I don't like about it is this 5-minute support here, right? Because that's where price would retest and fail. If price is going to retest, it will retest here and fail. So that's what we have to be careful with. But yeah, this would be a setup for Especially we get nice bottom wick on the next 15. Could be interesting here to give it a shot. We are at very high points in the market here, so if it's gonna fail, this is where it's gonna fail. It will look something like this and then fail, make another lower high, but it could be worth the shot indeed. Has to close above though, has to close above. Doesn't close above, I'm not interested obviously, as that doesn't follow my rules. Because remember 30 minutes is gonna close below if we don't close above like this, so that's why it won't make sense. See, close below here, so we can wait for the next 15-minute candle, potentially closing above. Gold is now stuck at daily resistance. So we need gold to get back above daily resistance. It's looking like it wants to create some form of support here. So we are, you know, creating this consolidation. So if we can keep creating this consolidation and then break out of consolidation, this will be healthy to look for a potential continuation push. But remember, no 15-minute has closed above daily resistance. We have no candle closing above daily resistance except for a 5-minute. No, not even the 5. Right, so not even 5 closing below daily resistance. This is London Open, by the way, guys, if you didn't know. So 1 hour here closing below daily resistance is problematic, to be honest. It's not good to have 1 hour closing and respecting daily resistance. On GJ, how did the 1 hour close? I'm pretty interested. That's an important close. Yeah, 1 hour breaking structure here. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'll be careful with setup 4s now since 1 hour. It's kind of tough because it's respecting this structure and it could respect that structure. I wonder if a 5-minute close below here can give you options for sells at least to 500. You know what would be nasty? We saw this, wick down, everyone gets in sells, and boom, we close above here. Nasty. Where can I learn the setup for? If you go to the website for my private community, I made a free webinar for everyone. So when you click on this, it takes you to a free webinar. It's free, you don't have to pay. And you can go and get access and you can watch setup 4 in that webinar. Right, so that's on my exclusive community website, right under the join now button. You see it there. So it's a webinar. We talk about how to use setup 4, how to make weekly pre-market, all of that stuff. So that's how you can access it for free. I quite like the idea of sells here actually, because 1 hour is breaking structure now. Look, we haven't had 1 hour break of structure for a long time. You see? So if 5 minute can create some sort of resistance here, maybe break this low here, could be interesting for sells. If not, we'll continue with bias. GJ just forming high, but don't disregard the 1 hour. This could be a top wick. This could retest somewhere here and still fail. So don't disregard that. Don't trust Harry, he's not honest, he never gives double bicep, even I joined the group. You left the group, don't lie. On the exclusive, you wash and dress, man? No, it's not that. For me, I don't trust sell. To me, it retested previous range. Yeah, but we'd never get involved in sells till it breaks down. Imagine now, look at the 1 hour. Imagine now the 1 hour retest into this zone and then starts rejecting. Why would it go all the way up here, then start rejecting to go down? I feel at least you get to 197 and see what's up, right? If not, then if this is just gonna shoot up, then we have the original plan. We have original plan. Mr. Claudio, you cannot bend your line down like that to make it fit. Come on, bro. But remember, your entry will be break of this low. So it has to respect this low now, right? Otherwise, I'm bullish. Bias is bullish. So my point is that if sells are going to make sense, breaking this low has to be respected, right? Gold setting up for buys. It's trying to here. Yeah, what's 5 minutes saying here? 5 minute at that 50-minute resistance here. It's hard with all of these zones here like this to enter on 5. Struggling to enter on 5 here, guys. I'm struggling to enter on 5 because the 5 is not clean at all. It's so choppy. So I'm struggling to find a 5-minute entry at the moment. I didn't bend? No, let me show you this, man. If price is going to call this a top here, and we make a pullback like this, how we had a pullback from the same zone here, then it didn't retest this zone, it got below it, right? We got below the zone. So if we re-break these lows, that's where price is going to fail. Price is going to fail re-breaking these lows. So if sells are going to make sense in this move, right? If sells are going to make sense in this move, then it will break that low. If buys are going to play out, then it's just going to close above and buys are going to play out. Too aggressive? What's this on? GJ? No, it's not too aggressive. It's not too aggressive, but we have to see. We have to see how it closes. But no, it's not too aggressive. That's how I would basically take it, to be honest.